What's going on, everybody? Chase with ADV Hockey, here to do a really fun comparison between the OG Bauer Vapor ADV and the 2022 Bauer Agent Stick. So first off, what's the weight difference? Well, we had 355 grams in the OG ADV. This was a game changer, just completely shattered the lightest sticks out there, really set the tone for the past couple years to follow. But today, the modern Agent is taking the W, 335 grams. Like I said in the review, it's so impressive that you can make a 355 gram stick feel heavy. Just don't pick up the Agent before you pick up the ADV or it's gonna feel like a tank. So really, really cool to see there. Now in terms of construction, the Agent has been very top secret. We know that the material that they're using is called boron from Specialty Materials, and that's what has really allowed them to just shed so much weight out of this Agent stick. But besides that, you can see that they're still using a spread toe carbon fiber, and I would imagine they're using some sort of an ACL 3.0. Currently we have the 2.0 system, and that's how they layer the carbon fiber just to provide incredible strength to weight ratios. As we look at the ADV, this has the first iteration of ACL, or advanced carbon layering. So like I mentioned, technically right now we're into the 2.0 stages in the Hyperlight. This is what really allowed them to discover and really fine tune that technology. So, you know, this is it's a little sad to compare the ADV to the Agent just because that Agent is so far ahead of it. But the ADV was one of my very favorite sticks, and I'll always remember the first time I got to play with it down in Santa Barbara. This was eye-opening to what hockey sticks will be coming in years like we have in the Agent today. So just very, very cool there. Now, as far as looks go, the ADV was one of my favorite, not just in terms of initial impressions, but also from a visual standpoint too. Looks awesome. Love how much exposed carbon fiber we have with the chrome graphics. But the Agent with this new glitch graphic, especially the chrome up top here, just looks like what the future is looking like in the present right now. So love the ADV, but the Agent, it's gonna be hard to compare in any facets today in this comparison. As we get into the kick points and the flex profiles, you can see that the ADV was still using that original aggressive kind of traditional low kick taper. It's only been in the years past that we've seen them adapt that ellipse style, or the XE taper that has some roots from the Easton glory days. But this year, even in the Agent, this is an evolution of the original XE taper that we see on the current Hyperlight, and I have a sneaky suspicion that we're gonna see it on the next year on the 2023 Vapor line. So a little bit longer, and I think it's a little more beefed up there too. So definitely something to note here, and it's very weird to see a Vapor stick without the XE taper, so that tells you how old this stick is. As we get into the blade, from a visual standpoint, ADV takes it hands down. Just love the extra details that they included with the little hits of ADV down here. Just love the little touches there. Whereas in the Agent stick, just nice and traditional. This stick is all about business and 335 grams of it. So that's what I'm guessing. They wanted to just make sure that they got this thing as light as possible, and obviously they sure did. So for my final thoughts here, gonna have to put the ADV to bed because it's just outshined by its newest younger brother. The Agent is insane. As I mentioned in the review, it is the best hockey stick I have ever used, but it's the release that it has on it. That new boron material, it is just next level in terms of performance. You notice a difference as you're taking your shots. They come off with more zip. They just recoil faster. It's obviously got to do a little bit with the taper, but it's definitely that boron material too. The other big thing here is they made a really big improvement in feel in the blade core too. As I mentioned in the review, these Featherlight sticks seem to, kind of sacrifice that puck feel. so you're not getting that responsiveness, that feedback that you really want, especially in a low kick stick, because they're typically a little bit stiffer and livelier. That was a big noticeable improvement that we saw in the Agent this year. And I remember that being not so much a complaint about the ADV, I was just still so impressed by how lightweight it was. But going back and forth, you notice that it's a little more deadened, just not as responsive as what we found in the Agent stick. But overall, so cool to see this next generation of advanced series in the Agent. Can't wait to see what happens next year too. Now, if you're looking for even more information, go ahead and hit the link in the description. Give us a thumbs up on the video. And while you're there, make sure you're subscribed to the #1 hockey gear review channel on YouTube. See you next time.